Okay, today we are going to show you all about FarmPass and do a complete demo video. So buckle in and get ready for this. Here we go. So this is just our demo site. So your logo would be up at the top here and all of your information at the other top corner. But over here, as you look to your right, you've got log in or log out, dashboard, ticket clerk, and my account, and then a cart. We've got some different tickets here, as you can see, and we're going to refer to a lot of these throughout the demo. First, let's show you what the tickets look like. So this is just a corn maze admission, an adult admission. So you can add your own picture, you can add a description as long as you want, and you can also have it so that it has other options as well. So if you want a child corn maze admission, a senior corn maze admission, they can plug in the different values there. Let's head back to the home page, and I'll show you sunflower admission, which is like it. But you've got your sunflower bouquet that you can add to however many tickets you buy. And then you have the ability to do featured products. So as you can see, we've got a sunflower bouquet that then they can go in and then purchase that as well. Let's show you a couple more to begin with, and then we'll get started. Season Pass, pretty simple. This can really revolutionize how you guys do season passes, because generally you have to pay a whole nother person to take care of this and to get this all put together and record and track and see who's using their season passes, and it's just a big hairy mess. But now it is all automatic and super simple. So you choose a file, so I'm going to come to Photos. Okay, so I'm going to select a picture and then upload it. And you can rotate it, there it is, and then you add that to cart. And we'll show you some of the back end stuff of how cool the season pass is. But let's keep showing you some different types of tickets. Let's show you a scheduled event ticket. So this system is great for school groups. So first of all, once again, you can put your own picture, have the description with what it includes. And so I'm going to select the month, the day, and then the time that I want to come. And as soon as I do that, you can program it, and this is with any ticket, to ask questions. So for a school group, I asked how many adults will be helping with your group. Are there any special needs children that require assistance? If yes, please describe what needs are below. And then you select the quantity of how many kids you have coming. And you can set that quantity at a top max rate as well. And then once again, you add that to cart. So we're going to actually follow this through. So I'm going to say I'm going to have, whoops, there we go, 4 adults, and we're going to say no for right now, and we're going to purchase, let's say we have 25 kids in our class coming. We're going to add that to cart. You can add a disclaimer on all of your tickets. So for this, we said we are not babysitters. You are responsible for your students. For most of our corn maze admissions or pumpkin patches, they'll say something to the effect of paths are uneven and are at your own risk. Different things like that. So I'm going to add that to cart. And then I already purchased, I already have a birthday party package in my cart. So this brings me to my cart. And so there's the school group reservation. You can recalculate it, you can continue shopping, or you can go to checkout. And just like any other credit card information, it's going to be right here. But we're just a test site, so it's not on there, but it will be on yours. And then you fill out your email, phone, billing address. And then if you have any discounts or coupons, gift certificates, things like that, you enter that right here. And then it'll have a purchase button down here, or you can shop more. So that's kind of like, that's what that looks like. So up here in the top corner, we're going to show you the back end, and I'm going to come to Dashboard. And this is where all the magic happens. So you've got these tools up top that are really helpful just to quickly go to. And then as you're working on this back end of things, it's good to constantly be going back and checking your public site to make sure that things look nice. So first of all, we're going to go through the employee accounts. And as you can see, we've got several. So you can deactivate or activate employee accounts right here by clicking that link, and it shows different people, and you can select and edit those. We're going to come back though and show you how to add a new one. So your username has to be an email unless you are the admin. And your employees can all use the same email and password, but they cannot have different passwords for the same email. So you type in your email, your password, and then there's 3 different types of roles or accounts that there are available. So administrator is what you would be. They have the ability to edit, delete, create, whatever they want on this site. So you don't want to be giving that away to just anybody. Managers have the ability to redeem, sell, and refund tickets, whereas employees just have the ability to redeem and sell tickets. So most of your employees will come under the employee account. And then you add that new user. So pretty simple. Tickets. This is where the most time will probably be spent. But it's super cool. So these are the tickets that we have going on right now. You can make them active or inactive. You can delete them. It's nice to be able to inactivate them. So if you've got your corn maze admission on there, you can make it inactive when it's in the spring and you're having your baby animal days, or whether it's in the winter and you're having your Christmas tree light festival, or whatever you guys are doing. That's available. And it tells you whether it's a regular or scheduled or past ticket. So we're going to show you what a regular ticket looks like. And when you go to create a ticket, it'll look the exact same as this, and you'll just enter the information. So you enter your ticket name, and then your ticket price down here. Don't worry about including on pages or groups for right now. So you can do a discount, percent, price after discount, depending on what your tax code, laws, whatever they are. You can add that right there, and then load whole order. We'll load the entire order when you populate. So, and then you can do a group ticket. So for the group ticket, you can say, okay, admissions are $8, but then $2 off once you hit 20. So, or I've already got it plugged in, so it's 15, and then the group discount is $2. So you can have a minimum. You can have a minimum to buy the ticket, period. However you want to have that. So then you add your description, which is what appears when you click on the ticket. So I made mine pretty small, but you can make this as hefty as you want. Disclaimers, when you click add to cart, this pops up and you can have whatever you'd like to put in there. Short description appears on the home page. So you never want to put a lot of important information. This just needs to be a quick, this ticket is for the corn maze, or less than that. So the 2 things that you always want to make sure that are clicked are active and featured if you want it to appear on your home page. If you do not have featured clicked, it will not appear. But we have it as a group ticket, so we don't need to have it appear right now. So, and make sure you are constantly clicking save. We're going to show you advanced options because this is where the ticket questions are located. So like I was telling you with the school groups, you can add questions to your tickets. So you can do a checklist, which is all of these, radio list, text area, text box, multi-selection, drop-down box, and you can type in all the options for these and how you want it. So all you have to do is type the text question, label it for your back end, and then you select what kind you want. And then if you have options like for the radio list, you just, like it says here, comma separated, all of the options. And you can add as many questions as you want. So you just add that question and once again, click save. And you can come in and edit those at any time as well. So let's show you inventory only applies really to scheduled tickets, but we're going to go to images. We'll give that just a second to load. There we go. So I've already got an image put in there, but all you have to do is choose image and then it'll pop up on your computer file and you can add that. You can delete, switch out, whatever you need to do. Links is where I showed you the complimentary tickets for the sunflower admission where there was the sunflower bouquet. So you can do a complimentary page or a complimentary ticket in either one of those and search those and then they'll appear at the bottom. Okay, let's head back to tickets and show you the season pass, what that looks like. So to do the season pass, Images is the same, links is the same. You just have your name, your ticket price, discount percent, all of that. The only difference is your start date and end date you have to have up to date, and then your max uses. So like it says, 0 for unlimited if you just want people to come as many times as they want if they buy this ticket, but sometimes you'll have people come in like 20 times, and so you might want to set a limit or up your price, and we'll show you how to track that later. So you can set your max uses and then your disclaimer, description, and all of this. So that's your pass ticket, and let's head to scheduled ticket. So let's do a fire pit. People love doing scheduled tickets for fire pits. So you once again do the name, the ticket price, all of this information that normally is there. But where it's a little bit different is you've got this override season and override hours. As long as you've got the correct hours plugged in to your season hours, and we'll show you where that is, it will automatically tabulate the different days for you. But if, let's say, you've got a Christmas festival that you need scheduled tickets for outside of your regular season hours, you're going to want to make sure that you override the season and override the hours, or vice versa. So I'm doing the fire pits for longer than the corn maze season. So I've got the override the season. You can do a minimum number, but most of the time you don't need a minimum number, but you do need a max number. So I have 6 different fire pits, and then the default duration I'm going to say is 2 hours. Whatever is in this default duration box has to be the same as what's in this lower box right here. If they are not the same, it will not tabulate. So you can do a quantity label. So for this, I did number of pits. Most people just do quantity. And then the duration is 1 by 120 minutes because it's one schedule. There's not any breaks in between. But let's say you want a 30-minute break in between each of the fire pit sessions to be able to clean up and get the wood restocked or whatever you need to do. You would do different time slot durations. That's what that number is. So if I had 3 breaks in between my 120-minute time slots, I would do 3 by 120, and it would create 3 separate time slots. So, but most of the time, all you're going to need to do is 1 by whatever amount of time that you need, and we'll show you what that looks like on the home page. You can hide the duration on your ticket, because the way this is calculated sometimes is how much time passes between when you can let customers in. So you may let customers in every 30 minutes, but they can stay for like 3 hours. So this would be a 30-minute time slot. So you don't want them thinking that it's only 30 minutes. So you can hide that duration. You can also apply the duration to the price. You can hide the duration on ticket. You can also hide the number available if you don't want people knowing how, like if you have 10 time slots at $100 an hour and they're completely filled, people can go, oh, well, they've got like thousands of dollars coming in from this. So if you want to hide that number available, you can do that. However, there is a nice sneaky little thing that you can do. So when you hide the number available, sometimes people, if it's like a person amount, people will go to purchase 10 tickets, but they don't see that there's only 2 left. So you can set a threshold. So you can say, okay, I want to hide the number available up until the last 5 tickets, so that when somebody goes to purchase beyond 5 tickets, it says there's only 5 tickets. So they'll have to choose another time slot. So there is that, which is pretty nice, and that's a new feature. Description, also the same. All of this is the same. So images and links are the same, but something really different is schedule. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So I've already got my months in here for this ticket, but you can add months. So if you want to add November, you just add that month and year in there. And then you click select on the month, and I've got the days that I'm going to be open. So when you first add this, it'll have all the days of the month. And I'm not open on Sundays, and so I closed out all of my Sundays, and I think a couple other days in there. Or if there's days that you're not going to be available, you just close those out. And then the rest of the days will be here, and you can click edit. And you've got your start time and time number available. So like I said, I had 6 fire pits available, so I just come into my start time, select what time they are available, end time, and add that schedule. So I've already done that. So there's my schedule right there. The cool thing is that you don't have to go in and individually do this to every day because that would be miserable. So you can either apply it after this day or you can apply it to everything, which is what I did. And then if you have a day that's a little different, like your Saturdays, instead you go from 4 p.m. to midnight, you will have to go in and individually edit those Saturdays, but it's pretty simple. You just head back to season, and select the month, and just select which day you need to change, but don't apply the days that you switch around unless you want them for all of them. So that is how scheduled tickets work. We're going to come back to the ticket section, and we're going to show you how to group your tickets together. So like I did before, I did a corn maze admission that I had grouped. So instead of people having to go and find, okay, I've got senior admission over here, and then go back to the homepage, I need child admission, and then going back and adult, it's a lot cleaner just to have them in one place under corn maze admission like I've got here. So all you have to do is type up the name. Once again, make sure that you select active, and then if you want all the items to show below the description like I had in this example, you click that box, and then all you have to do is click which ticket you want, and then you add that to group, and I've already done that. So you can move up and down and rearrange how these appear on your screen. Add a new description. If you don't add a description, it'll automatically take the first ticket. So like it showed on when I was showing you in the beginning, it showed the corn maze adult admission description. So if you want something different, type it in there, and then you can add a group image. All you have to do is choose that file and update. Another example is my sunflower admission. I just had my sunflower patch admission, and I added that sunflower bouquet so that they can add that if they would like. So that's how you do your groups. Let's head back to tickets, and I'll show you how to do bundles. So bundles are different than groups. Bundles are adding tickets together under one price instead of the separate prices that they get to choose from. So I made a birthday party package bundle, and so I just added the name. Once again, I did active, and I wanted it to display on my homepage. I did a bundle price, and then you can do max quantity at whatever you want. So if you only have 6 fire pits available, you could only buy 6. And then once again, you just select the ticket that you want and add that to schedule. And as you can see, I've already done that once again. And so I've got a pumpkin ticket, a child ticket, an adult ticket, and these are all just regular tickets. And you can set the quantity that you want, which is super handy. Fire pit, whatever ticket is a scheduled ticket, which would be a fire pit, automatically comes to the top because they need to be able to select a schedule for that ticket, and then this is all included in it. So you can once again have a quantity, and then you can set the hours, description, bundle image. So that's how your bundles work. And let's show you what that looks like on the home page. So my birthday party package is down here, and it goes through, and it would have a description if I put one, but it automatically tabulates and puts all the tickets that you've got and gives the dollar amount. So for this example, you could see, okay, I am saving $60 by buying this ticket, or whatever you want to do. And then you just select the month and go through the whole rigmarole again. So let's head back to dashboard. And we've gone through everything with tickets. Let's do content area. So pages, you can use this as a website if you'd like, or you can just have it linking to do tickets alone. But this is some of the stuff that you can edit. So if you want to add your about page on here, all you have to do is click on that. And just like any other website, you add your information here. You can insert in the gallery slideshow, which is the top options when you're on the home page. And once again, make sure you're clicking save. You can add images. If you want to add a page, you just create a new page. So you can come in and the thank you for your purchase, you can edit that. Your season hours, once you've originally put in your season hours time, it automatically tabulates, but then you can't really edit it on the website side of things, so you'll have to come into here and update your season hours and just type them in when you're ready to do that. And yeah, you got your gallery, so whatever you need to put in here. Contact is another big one as well that you can come and add information. A lot of people will add a directions page if they're new or if people just have a hard time finding their location. So aerial photo management, you can add your aerial photo so it'll take up the top half, but we generally don't suggest doing that. We want your customers to be on your website seeing what you have to offer, and this, you just bring them here for the tickets, but it is an option if you'd like. Content areas are pretty important. You've got a checkout message, so when the customer goes to check out, you can create an individualized message that, and it'll pop up here in just a second, that you can add your information to, and so that's nice to be able to customize that. I'll give that a second to load. There we go. So, and saving your changes. Let's head back to content areas. There's quite a few things here. So we've got your footer navigation. So that's everything at the bottom of your page, your header contacts on your public site. You can change your logo, the main navigation, order email, and the different social media outlets that you use. So all of that is pretty simple. The order email is the other most important one for this section. As soon as your ticket or your customers buy a ticket, an email is automatically sent to them with pre-programmed things like their ticket, their purchase information, but you can add it within that order email, a personalized message that they can see. So you can say, thank you for supporting FarmPass Farms, or whatever your farm is named. And you can add whatever you want there. So let's come to File Manager. Oops. And this just makes it easier to pull up images. So if you're having a hard time loading an image, you just can upload your file here. And then it's easy to pull up from the other areas. Marketing, discount codes. So we've got some made. You can make them active. You can delete them, whatever you want to do. You can create new. I'm just going to show you one that we've already got so far. So you've got 4 different ticket types. You've got dollars off tickets, % off tickets, dollars off total order, % off total order. So you just choose which one you'd like. And then do your name, and that's the name of the code. So I could do a teacher thank you. And then you can select max uses and the dollar amount. So a lot of people will run special social media deals where they'll say, okay, for the next 10 minutes, it's going to be 50% off our season passes to the first 50 people. So they'll set a max use of 50, and then they'll do 50% off if they chose the percent. And then the cool thing is that this start date that you have right here, you can do down to the second. So it can be pretty darn specific on the start and end time. And then you can select which tickets to apply. So you can do one. If you want to do multiple, you just click that and then you push shift and select the multiple tickets and then make sure you click save. So that's discount codes. We're going to head to gift certificates. So you can do a new gift certificate, but once again, we're going to show you ones I've already created. So you make your certificate name, your dollar value, valid from and until, and then your number of barcodes. Number of barcodes is very important. It's the number of your gift certificates that you're sending out. So it generates an individual and very specific barcode that once it's used, it cannot be reused and it can't be copied. So, but with this, for security reasons and so that you're not having people redo barcodes, you only have whatever you put in as your gift certificate barcode number right here, you can't edit it. So I only put one barcode right here because I was sending one test ticket to myself. But if you're sending 15 radio winner tickets out, you want to make sure to make 20 tickets. Make sure you're making an extra couple barcodes so you can send some test barcodes out. Make sure they're working. Send them to yourself to make sure that they're coming through. and then however many other barcodes you actually need. And then you save that or insert that if it's your first time making the ticket, and then this area will pop up, and you can select what email you send it to, and then how many you want to send. So if you want to send 5 to the same person, you send them. But it's cool because it lets you know how many certificates are remaining. So that's how the gift certificates work. We're going to go and do the reports here really quick. We're going to start at the top. We're going to go with orders. So it shows all the orders that I've got going right now, which it's all me. So, but you also can look up, so I'm just going to look up my name and search that. And once again, that pops up because I bought all the tickets. But you can do email, order ID, transaction ID, and then the date. So if you want to look up tickets just for one day, which is what I did, it's all right there. So, and then you can export this file, and this highlighted number is very important because that's their ticket order number where you can find all their information. So if your manager needs to refund a ticket, this is where they would come in and refund. The refund is only available to an extent if your credit card processor is Square. If you have Square hooked up to our site, it will automatically refund. If you have any other credit card processor, you can refund it and it'll refund on this site, but you have to go through the other site to refund the actual money transaction. So do know that. You can create notes. So if they called and say, hey, my kid has an allergy, but we are coming for your fire pit, can you make sure you don't have any graham crackers around? Or I don't know. Kids can be allergic to anything. So that you can make notes there for whatever you need to. You can move your schedule. So if somebody buys a scheduled ticket and calls you and says, hey, I need to move my schedule, this is where you do that. And then you've got all their information here and their email, which is super duper valuable, and we'll show you how you can really use that a little later on. And then you can resend the confirmation email or print email receipt or print tickets. Now, if you had questions on that ticket, that information will also come up here as well. And then it tells you their payment methods. So I paid cash on site. If they go to buy a ticket online and their card gets declined, this is where you will find that information. So it generally will tell them what happened. So maybe they typed in their CVC code wrong, maybe the account is out of cash, but it'll also tell you right here. So if they call you and say, hey, it's not taking our card, you can come in and see and say, okay, you're going to need to contact your bank. There's no funds here. So you'll find that down here at the bottom. Let's head back to reports. We're going to show you scheduled events reports. So we are going to select a very wide net here for when I bought tickets. And I'm going to select all of them and filter. So it brings up all the tickets that I selected. So you've got your private sunflower picnic, haunt, school, carpet. And it shows you what day, the time, and the order number so that you can find that information once again, their phone, their email. So let's say you have school groups coming that day. I would just look up that specific day and then your school group. And so you can go down and say, okay, we have 3 school groups for today. The first one's at 10 a.m. and so forth, and have that information if you need to get a hold of them quick. If there's schedule changes or it rains or something, you can get their phone and email pretty quickly. And this can be printed or exported however you need to. Back up to reports, we're going to go to ticket status. So I'm going to enter an order number, and it comes up. So my order number, these are the 2 ticket codes. And so you don't get people printing off different codes and copying them and people reusing them. Each code is very specific and individual, as you can see. So once it's redeemed, and nobody can ever redeem that code again. So it's nice fraud-wise that you don't have to worry about getting shyster-dealed or people copying and reusing tickets. So, but you can look up their ticket order number right there. We're going to go to daily ticket redemption. And I'm going to select all of them once again because I'm not entirely sure which ones I bought. And we're going to select a wide window again and filter. So I actually have not redeemed any on here, but it'll bring up the ones that were redeemed. I'll show you how to redeem, and then we'll come back to this, because I just bought all new ticket orders and redid this site. So let's come to season pass usage. Oops, come on. Now this is pretty cool, because this gives the code, the name, the purchase date, the season pass. So all of our season passes have expired, but it gives you the order ID, and then it comes down and it tells you how many people have used these tickets how many times. So Chase used his 4 times. So you can kind of track and see, okay, I have people using it way more than I thought, so I'm going to up my price. Or you can see, okay, I have people only using it once, so I probably need to back that off. Then you can come in and view, and you can see the exact times that they redeemed their ticket. So it was redeemed at 7:37, 3:06, and you can go through and get that information. And once again, that can be exported. Now we're going to head to discount code and certificate status. You just enter that and it brings it up. But we're going to move on. Ticket sales report. I'm going to select all of these again. And space will come. Filter. It brings up all these tickets. So it brings up the different categories. Then it does a summary of whichever ones you look up. So I've got a total of 12 orders, 283 tickets. I have not redeemed any. And then I've got 283 tickets that are unredeemed. Fees collected, discount code, sales total. So you can look up that information on all of these. So I need to redeem some tickets, and we'll show you how to do that, and then we'll come back. Okay, tax report. You can select and filter that and export it. And then earnings report is my favorite, because you get to see how much money you're making. So you can look up the specific date. So for as of today, same information, 12 orders, 283 tickets, which ones are redeemed, unredeemed, fees collected, sales total. And you can look up how much money you're making for that day, or if the gift certificates are working as well. So pretty cool on the reports. Configuration, you got your season hours. So you just season start date, so you need to come in and update this. So as do I. We're going to be headed into a new season, so I'll update our season hours here. You can put if it's closed, so Sundays are closed for us, and then there's our other hours that we're theoretically putting in. Save those changes. You can do schedule exceptions, so if you have Veterans Day off, you can put that in. Site settings. So the link to Maze Play, if you are a Maze Play customer, we will automatically put this in when you sign up. So you don't have to worry about that. Marketing settings. So if you've used Google Analytics, it's awesome to be able to track your marketing, where it's working, to find the demographic for your area. So for most people, you want to be advertising to middle-aged moms with 3+ children in your area, because they're the ones handling the checkbooks. They're the ones who are planning things. So they're going to be the ones that you want to market your maze to, or the different things that you're doing. And so, but you can track that more specifically down using Google Analytics, which is pretty cool. So you can set up a free account and plug that in there. Email settings, you add your email settings right here. And, oh, this is also very important. So your email settings for this site need to be different than your send, order, and shipping confirmations too, because with every ticket that is bought on your site, there will be an email sent to you. So you don't want like 3,000 emails being sent a day to your personal email. So you are definitely going to want to put that as kind of a junk email that you never really care about, but it goes to. So general settings, you've got MailChimp and Constant Contact are email collection lists that you can create emails and send through. So they allow you to do mass group emails. So what you want to do is you want to create an account, and I use MailChimp personally, so they have free accounts. So you get on there, create a free account, and then click in or post in your API key and your list ID, which you'll find on there, and make sure that is enabled. That way, it will communicate with each other and you can send these emails. Because what's so important about online ticketing is that you are able to get these people to buy tickets the next year. So you want to be able to use this very valuable email list to send promotions, let people know when you're opening for the next year. It's very, very valuable. So make sure that you're collecting your emails on this and getting as many people to buy online so that you can get the email as possible. So, but you will have to export that file at the end of the season into MailChimp to use it, and Constant Contact. So shipping settings, you just enter all that lovely information in there. Checkout settings, this is where you plug in your credit card processor information. So I did Square, so I've got my application ID, my location ID. You can do a manual fee if you'd like, and then plug in all the rest of this information and select which ones you can do. And that is it for the site settings. So we're going to come to site status is live. So do not go messing with your site status. That's for us. You definitely want that to be live. And don't turn that off or you can't get back to stuff. Shipping rates you can put on here, but you really shouldn't be shipping a lot from here. Tax rates, make sure that you add your rate. So I'm going to, my state is Idaho. So there it is. And my rate is 6%. So you'll need to investigate what your personal one is. And I insert that. So it automatically charges tax on those tickets. And then XML sitemap, that's for coding, so don't worry about that. And last but not least, we're going to show you the help section. So if you have any of these questions, which is probably where you found this video, you can come in and find the help section. So you can come specifically to questions, and let's say I want to know how to buy a regular ticket. And you come in here and it's got pictures, it's got a shortcut, it's got the read through, how to create a discount code. It's got videos on here, so it takes a minute to upload all the videos, but there that is. And it's got videos on most of them. And then you also can come to just plain out instruction videos, and there's a bazillion of them, so it takes a minute to load. But they all appear here, and you can find all of that information on the help section. So that literally is going to take forever to load. So we're going to move on. Oh, just kidding. There they all are. Lots of videos. So if you need help, this is where you can find it, or you can always get a hold of me or Chase. Let's go to the email that your customers get sent so that we can redeem a ticket. So I'm going to come to my Gmail account. And I bought a bazillion FarmPass tickets, and here they are. So this is what's going to pop up. They're going to have their name, and then thank you for your purchase is the individual message that we put there. So that dark bolded part is what you decide to put. And then it tells them how to redeem their tickets, and then it has their purchasing information, and then you can come down and it's got their ticket PDF. So this one's a private sunflower picnic. So I'm going to open FarmPass. Give that a second to load. And while we're waiting for that to load, make sure that if you are, well, I'm demoing this, but where I am logged in, it will kick me straight to the ticket office. So I am going to log out so that it will correctly do that. Okay, so this is where it will bring me. So this is what it'll look like on your phone as well. So FarmPass Online Agri-Tourism Ticketing. So it shows that I have got this ticket. So it gives a good warning on here. I'm going to click redeem, and this all can be done on their phone. It gives a little thing that if you didn't mean to push this, go back. But anyways, and then it's got this box that I click, and then I redeem it. However, if you've got like 100 kids coming in at the same time, there's going to be 100 boxes, and you don't want to have to click through every one of them individually. You can just click redeem all. So I'm going to say redeem, and you can once again individualize this message, but it says thank you for your purchase. So that's how that looks. Now I'm going to take you to the ticket clerk, which we're going to come to account. When you log in, it'll be under ticket clerk, but I've already got it pulled up, so we're going to show you. So it brings up this box, and this is what your employees and your managers have access to. So you can sell tickets on here, or you can find the ticket order and redeem on here. So first of all, I'm going to look up just my email. So you don't even have to do all this information. You can just look up one thing. So I bought 1.5 bazillion tickets. So I am going to come in and find the last time I bought a ticket, which is right here. So I bought a fire pit ticket. So anyways, all you have to do is then you click that and redeem it. So anyways, and then they're done, and it will bring you back in, but I'm not logged in. So one more thing, I'm going to teach you how to sell tickets from here. So since it is so important to get those emails, you want to make sure that you are using this as much as possible. So if you want to sell tickets from your ticket booth, this is an option. So you just enter in your customer name, their last name, their email, their phone number, then you select the ticket. So I want a Corn Maze adult admission. I want 8. I'm going to confirm. And then it brings those, so you can redeem them right there at the ticket booth as you're marking them. And then you can do the payment, which once again, since this is a demo site, it doesn't have the option to put that in, but that's where that'll be. So I'm going to do payment method. I'm going to say is cash, and I'm going to mark it paid, since this is not a real site. So anyways, and then I've got my tickets purchased, and I can redeem those. So let's go back and show you that area where you can find your redemption information. Reports, daily ticket redemption. Okay, so I've redeemed 2 tickets, and it gives me that total. So I've earned $60 for myself today, and so it's got my fire pit and my private sunflower, and it shows all of that. So that is how that works. So once again, if you have any questions, the help section is great to go to, or call me or Chase or email us. But that is the general basic setup of how to set up your FarmPass. If you have anything specific, there's some different special things that we can make work for you. A lot of the time, if you have issues or things that you think that you need to create that are difficult, there's always a simpler way to do it. So talk to us, communicate with us, and we can help set this up to your liking. So have a wonderful, fantastic day, and thank you for watching.